तुमकां कोण तरी तुमच्या बसीन तुमच्या कुशीक कोण तरी बसला तो तुमकां धुकलू शकता आनी तो तुमकां सामको कोणच्याक चिड्डता. तसोय आसूं शकता काय बाबा हो स्वता आपल्याक कितें तरी दुयेंस आसा म्हणून चिड्डून रावला. हें सगळें कळपाचें वेगवेगळे आज तंत्रज्ञान उपलब्ध आसा आनी म्हाका दिसता की हातून एक वैजकी मार एक व्हडली क्रांती जाली. इट इज अ रेवोल्युशन डेफिनेटली. So when we talk about the management, now we are talking about the investigation. Any other things which you particularly perform in order to come to the definite conclusion in such cases when we are talking about the brain tumor as well as the spinal cord tumors?
Yeah. So even I was talking about the brain and spinal cord, MRI and the PET scan is one of the main things.
Yeah.
So after this, we as a doctors, as a specialist doctors.
Yeah. In fact, I should say super specialist.
Super specialist. Actually, it's a super specialist. Like in HCG, like we believe in multimodality approach. It means like in the lot of times if you go to some of the centers, only one doctor will see, and you'll see that like it's what exactly he can do.
Yeah.
It is not like in our center we have a radiation oncologist. The super specialist group consists of management of brain tumors, neurosurgeons, radiation oncologist, medical oncologist, neuroradiologist, and we have a neuropathologist, and then going ahead we have a like psycho-oncologist.
Oh.
So like all these people, for a single patient we all sit together and like discuss each patient, so that in a one single sitting everybody knows that like what is the case and what is the roadmap for that particular patient. In these cases, what is important is first time is the best time, and first time right treatment is the punchline. So it is not like that, like it's we did one person scene and then he go and operates and tells that no, I'm not able to do it properly and go to the other place. When sometimes when you go to the other doctor, tell that the unnecessary, they will tell if and buts. Yeah, I'll put it as if and buts and the challenges.
Correct.
So instead of that, I believe like seeing each patient as a team, it makes a lot of difference, not only to the management, ultimately patient is at the benefit of taking treatment.
ही अतिशय महत्वाची गोष्ट आसा की तांच्या सेंटरान ताणें सांगला की एखादो पेशंट जेन्ना येता तेन्ना फूल टीम तांच्या बरोबर ताका एक्झामीन करता. म्हणजे रादर दॅन आमची एक सिस्टम कशी आसता की एक दोतोर पळयता तो आपल्या कडेन जाता ते करता आनी मागीर तो दुसरे कडेन धाडटा की ना बाबा हें आपल्या कडले एरिया न्हय, फॉर दीस यू हॅव टू गो टू न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट किंवा न्यूरोपॅथॉलॉजिस्ट किंवा न्यूरोसायकोलॉजिस्ट. पण थंय तांच्या सेंटरान अशें आसा की ते सगळे जे टीम मेंबर्स आसा ते सगळे एकठांय बसतात. म्हणजे 4-5 लोक जशे आतां डॉक्टरान सांगले, म्हणजे न्यूरोसर्जन, तांचो रेडिएशन ऑन्कॉलॉजिस्ट, मागीर तांचो न्यूरो कन्सल्टंट, म्हणजे हे सगळे सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट, दे ऑल sit together, come to the conclusion, they work out different possibilities of management. What are the likely hindrances, म्हणजे ह्या सगळ्या मॅनेजमेंटात खंय पॉसिबिलिटी कितें जावं शकता, लायक बाबा हे अमकें ऑपरेशन केल्या उपरांत ह्या मनशाची दृश्टी वचूं शकता किंवा ह्या मनशाची उलोवपाची कमी जावं शकता, जाल्यार वॉट आर द डिफरंट पॉसिबल दिस थिंग एंड हाऊ यू कॅन रिहॅबिलिटेशन करपा खातीर हाच्या कसो पद्दतीचो हाका अप्रोच दवरचो पडटलो, और which person will intervene at what time?
What time? Strength and weaknesses. Everybody's strengths and weaknesses will be like judiciously.
Correct. म्हणजे एक ज्युडिशियस अप्रोच दवरून, म्हणजे जसं आम्ही वी कॅन से इन मॅनेजमेंट वॉट वी टॉक अबाउट SWOT एनालिसिस, म्हणजे स्ट्रेंथ, विकनेस, ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी अँड थ्रेट. सो ऑल दीस फॅक्टर्स एज अ पेशंट हे सगळे करून ताच्या पद्दतीन हाका कितके बेनिफीट मेळटले. सी फायनली ब्रेन सर्जरी किंवा ब्रेन ट्युमराची सर्जरी इज नॉट दॅट we don't want just a person lying down on the bed for next 15 years and then we are happy, operation is successful. That is not the reason. As far as possible, ह्या मनशाची productivity or as a functional unit of the family, as the of the country, he should be functionally effective. हे सगळं दिवपाचो एक प्रामाणिक प्रयत्न असतात. त्या खातीर ही सगळं टीम वर्क इज इसेन्शियल. करेक्ट डॉक्टर?
Yes, absolutely. Like to add on to that, quality of life.
Correct. That's what.
That is what, like you said, that the functionality. Everybody should know that what is by intervening with my treatment, how best is the patient is treated and with the good quality of life.
सो क्वालिटी ऑफ लायफ मॅटर्स. म्हणजे नॉट जस्ट सांगलें न्ही की एखाद्यान खुबसो पार्ट काडला आसा तो जितो, सो दॅट इज नॉट जस्ट कीपिंग अ पर्सन alive is not the motto, not the,
especially in brain tumors,
especially in the brain tumor.
Yeah, like
so now let's talk of little, now we have talked more of a present, let's talk of the future. With these modalities, with this line of management, how we can improve the quality of life of the people who are suffering now and who are likely to be affected in future. Though we don't expect, we always pray that there should not be less patient, but that doesn't happen. So in the practically you have to look out about what best we can offer to the public. Yes, doctor.
So, in the like it's if you take all of the brain tumors, we divide into benign tumors and malignant tumors. Let me talk about benign tumors first. Benign tumors, as I told you, meningiomas, pituitary adenomas, and CP angle tumors. That's earring. There is a one nerve near the earring nerve. So there is a small tumor occurs. Called neurofibroma and schwannomas. So that because of the position, it causes lot of indolence. Loss of hearing may be there and all. So let me talk about meningioma. With meningioma in a that is in the covering of the brain I am talking about. Surgery is the main treatment modality. Neurosurgeons opens up and they do a wonderful job. Sometimes when there is a complete excision, there is no further treatment required. So in the meningiomas, we pathologists will say that what is the type of grading of tumors. If their grade is low, if there is a complete excision, and we decide that yes, that's enough, the patient is good. So we can always put that these are the tumors where there is no threat. There is always a chances of coming back. For that, we'll always do the investigations and check it out. But yes, for the meningiomas and some of the like pituitary adenomas, sometimes only the surgical modality is good enough. So, and then second, the CP angle tumors, where there is always a threat that there will be facial nerve will be injured, or if there is a complete hearing loss will be there. So because of that, the neurosurgeons himself, they won't operate, they will send it to radiation colleagues. So in radiation, we call it a stereotactic radiosurgery or like robotic radiosurgery. It's a one treatment depending on the size, and we may do a short course of treatment of 5 days. So I'm going to talk about that robotic radiosurgery, the CyberKnife, when I talk about the glioma next one. When you talk about high grade tumors or glial tumors, where brain tumor proper, so there if there is any space occupying lesion, some of the eloquent area, where is the size of the tumor and site of the tumor is important for decision making. If there is a size is less, and if there is easily accessible frontal lobe, we call it as, and they can remove easily without affecting the normal functionality and also structural problems. So there is no permanent damage. Let me put it in that way. And surgery is an essential part of the treatment. And after, if it is turned out to be high grade tumor, then they go on to the chemotherapy and radiation. The type of radiation we are going to do it is a high precision radiotherapy, we call it as. Whenever is an high grade tumor, sometimes with the low grade tumors, with the residual areas, if there is no problem, we observe the patients. But how long to observe? These are the patients where we do once in 6 months investigations. If there is no progression or if there is no symptoms, we may observe for some time. They are slow growing tumors. So not to do anything for that. If it is slow growing tumor, there is chances that it may grow into a high grade. So if it is in the eloquent area, we prefer to consider for surgery. In high grade tumors, the surgery is essential, and we call it as maximal safe resection. So that is a key word. Maximal safe resection means in the present, we stimulate inside the operation theatres, they stimulate the areas of the brain and tell that which part of the action is occurring. So that we are not going to remove every tumor with the margins. So functionality is preserved, and maximal safe resection is done, and the rest of the things will be taken care by the radiation oncologist. So there is although it is areas involved, like if there is a temporal lobes or a speech area or a motor area, which is a concentrated action, the whole of the action is there in the only small area. So we always stimulate per-operatively and check it out, is it wise to operate? If there is a eloquent area, we don't operate those areas.
So in short, this is like you are weighing the pros and cons.
Yes.
So डॉक्टर असे म्हणतात की ज्यांना एखाद्या पेशंटाचे ऑपरेशन थिएटरान चालू असतं त्यांना त्यांच्या ब्रेनाचे वेगवेगळे जे एरियाज असतात, म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल आमच्या घरात एक स्विच बोर्ड असतं आणि दॅर इज वन फॉर द लाईट, वन फॉर द फॅन आणि बाकीचे म्हणजे ओव्हना खातीर किंवा फेर्रा खातीर हे वेगळे एक तो बटन प्रेस करून पळयता की बाबा हाचो खंय लायटीचो बटन, म्हणजे लायटीचो बटनाक कितें फॉल्ट आसा काय फॅनाच्या फॉल्ट आसा, म्हणजे सो वी ट्राय टू लोकलायज आणि हाचे प्रमाणे ठरयता की बाबा हे समजा फाल्यां आमी ऑपरेट केलें जाल्यार हाची खंयचे फंक्शनींग वतले, किंवा फाल्यां समज आमी एक स्विच टोटली ऑफ केलो जाल्यार हो फॅन वतलो, लायट वतली काय मायक्रोवेव चलचो ना, ह्या प्रमाणे ताचे जज करप, म्हणजे ताचे फायदे आणि तोटे जज करून ते ठरयतात की खंयचो पार्ट ऑपरेशन करपाचो काय काडप. सो ऑपरेशन इज ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्ड एट टायम्स एज अँड वेन द सिच्युएशन डिमांड्स.
Yes.
हें जालें काय तांचो जो रेडिएशन ऑन्कॉलॉजिस्ट आसता तो भाग कसो प्रिझर्व करून हायली प्रिसायजली रेडिएशन दिवन, जशें ताणें सांगलें की सायबर नायफ इट इज लायक अ रोबोटीक सर्जरी, पण हातून खंयसरूच ते ब्रेनाक टच करनात, नायदर द इन्स्ट्रुमेंट नायदर द पर्सन. सो इट इज ओनली थ्रू द रेडिएशन.
Yes.
आणि त्या रेडिएशनांतल्यान ती जी पर्टिक्युलरली एरिया आसा म्हणजे ताचें सेंटर आसा फॉर दॅट, जशें हांवें म्हटलें की ह्या लायटीचो बटन अमके जाग्यार आसा, त्या बटना कडेन चड इंटरफियर करनासतना सामको तेजे प्रिसायजली, कारण हो जो एक ल्हान व्हेरी हायली सेन्सिटीव एरिया आसता, ती जितकी जाचो पेशंटाचो जज करून फायदो जज करून त्या प्रमाणे मॅनेजमेंट करप.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. So in high-grade tumors, in surgical part we call it as awakening surgeries and brain navigation surgeries. That is what like I talked about.
Yeah.
When the patient then depending on the pathology, we in the pathology also we see some molecular markers like MGMT markers, some of the mutations. So which also guides it what is the type of treatment and what is the prognosis.
Correct.
That is also one important in terms of pathologists and molecular biologists are taken into considerations. In radiations, we call it as high precision radiotherapy. In high precision radiotherapy, we call it as linear accelerator based. See, the brain is surrounded by a bunch of most of the areas are like it's so eloquent areas. We are looking for short term and long term treatment related side effects. With the help that like the treatment for the tumor should be taken care properly. So here we are talking about the tumor, we want to get rid of the tumor, and in the same time whenever you are doing, we always, lot of patients and relatives comes and talk about what is the side effects.
Yeah.
So I always tell that I want to get the effect first. So for getting the effect, you should be very give the proper treatment under a proper guidance and under the one roof. Like all the facilities what I am talking about should be, if it is in the one place, then it becomes easy to discuss with the other colleagues.
Correct. So in short, a place like HCG where all these facilities are available, एक पर्टिक्युलर असो एटमॉस्फियर आसता की पेशंटाक मॅक्झिमम केअर ऑफ सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट एका अंडर वन रूफ यू कॅन गेट. आणि परहॅप्स दो दीस प्रेझेंट ह्या दुयेंसाचो आज फाल्यां इन फ्युचर परहॅप्स वी एक्सपेक्ट and we hope that such facilities will be available across the country.
Yes.
And that's
that
what
is,
we should aim at.
I'll call it as a minimal thing.
Minimum thing, correct.
So like it's.
So now almost we are at the finishing line of our program. So what we would like to give as a take home message to our viewers?
So it is I feel that there's nothing to get afraid of the brain tumors as such. We have reached to a stage where there is a very good treatment available with the eye technology. We call it as eye precision. Now with the help of the robotics like linear accelerator based treatment and the robotic radiosurgery with the cyber knife, the management of treatment is very like it's effective in that.
So जशें म्हटलें की आज काळ बदलला, नवे नवे तंत्रज्ञान आमचे कडेन उपलब्ध आसा, मॅन पॉवर आसा, सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट लोकूय आसात. सो होपफुली ही जी दुयेंसां आसा जी एक काळ आमच्या केन्ना तरी श्वास रोखून धरपा, ब्रेन ट्युमर अशें म्हणून आमी जो श्वास हें करताले तशें गरज ना. तांकां एक बरो फुडार आमच्यान दिवं येता आनी एक प्रयत्न करूं येता. सगळ्यांक बरी भलायकी मेळची अशें देवा कडेन मागतनाच डॉक्टर ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ ऑल आवर व्यूवर्स, बिकॉज यू हॅव स्पेंड युअर प्रेशियस टायम टू कन्वे दीस मेसेज अँड गिव इन्फॉर्मेशन टू आवर व्यूवर्स. आय थँक यू व्हेरी मच. गॉड ब्लेस यू. थँक यू व्हेरी मच.
Thank you.
देव बरें करूं.